What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Mao Reacts video, and today we are reacting to 8 bizarre things that people found in their pool. Now, as I have a pool in my backyard, I want to know what people have found in there, because I think the weirdest thing I've ever found is a duck. Dude, by the thumbnail, there's going to be some big snakes, maybe an alligator, who knows? We're going to get straight into the video. I'm joined by Damu. Udi is currently coaching some League of Legends team, being a nerd, so it's just me and the man. But let's go.
Over the course of the summer, you may have found some rather strange things in your pool, but now that summer's coming to an end, we'll look at some more.
Dude,
Join us as we have a look at some of the most bizarre things ever found in swimming pools.
Damu's mom, number 1. Oh god.
A drunk guy.
Okay, dude, alright. We already need to pause, dude. A drunk guy? What? Dude, okay, imagine this. You wake up, right? It's like 7 a.m. You gotta go to work in the morning and hear someone drown out in the backyard. You rush out, you're like, oh my god, is my kid drowning? Like, whatever. No, it's just some random drunk guy that's fallen over the fence into your pool. Like, what?
That's so random. What?
I was expecting like animals or like a trampoline or something, not a drunk guy.
But when it's in your own backyard, it
That's
can
a nice
be
pool.
quite bizarre. An 18-year-old Ontario teenager was under the influence of
There better be a
drugs and
video, a
alcohol
picture of
when
this.
he decided
I
to cool off
need
on a hot
proof.
summer's day by randomly jumping in someone's pool. The woman who owned the home and the pool didn't exactly notice the naked teenager in her pool when she first arrived home. But when she walked into her kitchen, she then noticed that her pantry was open and that her once unopened snack foods were now either
So he went into the snack cupboard too? No.
Think too much of it.
No.
That was until she went into the bedroom. Once entering her
What did he do in
bedroom,
the
she
bedroom?
would then notice that the bathroom door was open.
This guy's
And
just
then
walked into
saw
their
that
house.
the
This is
mirror
home
had
evasion.
fogged
This
up.
isn't just the pool.
When she entered the bathroom, it was empty, but the shower was still wet. At this point, she knew that someone had been inside of her house and that they had done so very recently and may even...
Okay, so you're telling me you live home alone, your snack box has opened, and that hasn't alarmed you already, that someone has opened your snack box when you know you didn't, but the shower being wet, that's it, that's the final straw. Someone's in the house. This is ridiculous. Like, what? Mate, if the cupboard's open, someone's been in your house. End of story.
When she went back into the other room to get her phone, she noticed the teenager in her backyard pool out of the corner of her eye. The teen also noticed that the homeowner had seen him, and he immediately darted out into the woods without his clothing. Local police were eventually able to track down the nudist when they found him hiding in tall grass not far from the home. Bullets. There's nothing more relaxing on a hot summer day.
Oh, I love some bullets in my pool.
With a margarita under the hail of gunfire. This was surprisingly the position that a family from Iona, Michigan found themselves in just a few years ago. One summer day, while going for a swim, one of the homeowners would notice a small shining object at the bottom of their family pool. When they then dove down to the bottom, they found what turned out to be a hollow point bullet. Without a
That'd be kind of scary, right? Someone trying to snipe you while you're asleep.
Where the bullet had come from. Because it just so happens that the back of the neighborhood in which the family shares a tree line with is a local gun range. Just a mere 1,400 feet from the family's backyard are the gun range's shooting berms. And the family says that they can hear people firing off their weapons at all hours of the night.
Right, that'd be so annoying.
This is not exactly the first bullet that the family had found.
You wouldn't even know if you're getting gunned down. You just think it's, oh, it's just the gun range.
The family had complained to the Department of Natural Resources that the targets of the gun range posed a significant threat to the welfare of their children.
Yeah, imagine one of them caught the bullet.
The targets was then promptly moved from the south to the east. Despite this, the family still continues to find stray bullets on the steps near their pool and on top of their pool cover. At the present time,
how and why?
How bullets getting there?
Over the issue.
I thought when you go to a gun range, it's like indoors, right? And you're like shooting the targets. Who is shooting the bullets up in the air so that they land in this poor family's pool? Like, what?
What's going on there?
Dude, that needs to be checked out, bro. It doesn't matter which way it's facing, all right? You shouldn't be shooting them out of the gun range, period.
I
don't know, dude. Maybe we missed something.
Yeah, maybe we did.
A bear. Now, there are quite a few animals that you probably wouldn't exactly
just a
want
bear
to
having
share
a bath.
hot tub with, and we're guessing that one of those is probably a bear.
Yeah.
However, one afternoon, Tony and Denise Deering would look out the back door of their home and then find a full-grown bear bathing in their private pool.
No, I would like to say it is not your pool; it is the bear's pool. Okay.
That they were missing out on an opportunity to create a money-building viral video. so they quickly fetched their phone.
Yes,
the
After
money.
please
a few
record it.
moments of sitting in the pool, the bear then moved over to the hot tub.
No,
where
dude, not the
he
hot tub
waited
too.
quite some time before moving into the woods.
Can we see the video?
This wouldn't be the last time that the
Yeah, I want a
Darings would
video.
encounter the bear, because they soon learned that he had been snacking on their bird feeder when no one
Oh
was
my
looking.
gosh, dude.
Perhaps
Yeah, he's eating the
Jeez.
bird
into the
feed.
jacuzzi,
He's
he'll
in the
also
bath
bring
and
a
the hot
wet
tub.
bar with
Or
him.
the
He's
pool
getting
and the
the
hot tub.
feed in
A
a
crocodile.
bathe.
When you live in
Okay, here we
Florida,
go,
you
crocodile.
should
This is
expect
kinda
to
normal,
find all
though.
manner of
Yeah, this makes
reptiles
sense.
invading your personal space.
Well, not
and
no-
you should also
yeah,
expect
you know what,
to
never mind.
basically become the owner of an undocumented petting
Oh,
zoo.
oh,
that's a weird
carnivorous
crocodile.
creature.
Yeah, don't
This
know,
is
mate.
a lesson that a couple
They
from
changed, they've
Pennsylvania
evolved or
would
something.
learn soon after purchasing a luxury home in the Florida Keys. Upon first
Luxury
arrival
home
to
with
their
an
property,
alligator.
the couple would
Or
walk to
crocodile,
their
sorry.
backyard, which overlooks the Atlantic Ocean. And that's when they would find an 8-foot-long friend swimming in their pool.
Jeez.
As it
That's a
turns
nice
out,
pool.
it was a crocodile that had wandered
Oh,
in
look at
from
him.
the beach.
He's cute.
The couple
From the
slowly
boat.
backed
Okay.
away
Wait,
and went inside the
The crocodile has crawled in from the beach. The crocodiles are sitting on the beach in America.
Yeah, well, actually, why is a crocodile on the beach?
Have I missed something? Like, is that just like a normal, you go to the beach, there's crocodiles everywhere? Like, what?
That makes no sense.
We've got like turtles on our beach. You guys got crocodiles? Dude, I don't know, mate. That doesn't seem very normal to me.
When the sheriff would come to check on the situation, the crocodile simply walked away and waddled back into the ocean. This should serve as a good lesson to invest in some pool covers.
Weird
and
ocean.
possibly
A pool cover?
even
What's that
a
gonna do?
fence.
Drown the crocodile?
Snakes. Snakes are one
Wait,
of the
can they
most
drown?
vile creatures on the planet.
Snakes.
They don't belong on planes. They don't belong in pools. But somehow
Yeah,
they
I
found their
don't
way
like
into
snakes.
both. However,
Yeah, they're
you're
weird.
probably not Samuel L. Jackson, so you're more likely to find them in a pool. Year after year, reports come flooding into local animal control
Dude,
offices
okay,
all
I need
around
to
the
tell the
world
story,
regarding
alright? So,
Story?
I don't even know how, yeah, it's just like a random story in the middle of this video. We're talking about snakes. So, I was like, I think I was like, what, 8 maybe? Something like that. Maybe a bit older, maybe like 9 or 10. And there was this, like, my cat had brought over, like, home a snake and put it on the front doorstep. My dad was away because he was like a fly-in, fly-out worker. Like, me and my mum had no idea what to do. I'm like a 10-year-old and my mum's like terrified of snakes too. And it wasn't like a small snake either. It was like pretty big, pretty wide. Like, it was like like it wasn't massive, but it was a decent sized snake, you know what I mean? It's not like a little garden snake or
Yeah.
anything. So we were like shitting ourselves because it's on the front doorstep and we can't get out of our house. So what I had to do was I had to go into the backyard, crawl over, because we had like a fence. I had to crawl over the fence and then run to the neighbor's house and ask the neighbor to come help us. And then the neighbor came over with this big pair of tongs, right? And like picked the snake up with these like it was like, they were like a meter long tongs or something. I don't know where she got them from. Grabs the snake and we had to take it down to the park. It was like so random. But I just
What?
remember we were like physically trapped in our house because this snake was like, it was like pissed off at us for some reason. I mean, obviously the cat just grabbed it in, but it was like so mad and aggravated at us. It was ridiculous. And instead of calling a ranger, I went and got my neighbor. So moral of the story, I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's keep watching.
snakes making their homes in a family's backyard pool. One country where such calls probably
What is that, mate? That's
exist
Waldo. That's
is
not a
the land
snake.
down under, Australia.
Found him.
In a viral video from 2013, a trio of children are seen swimming in a backyard pool as
I
their
thought he was
dad
grabbing it.
films them having fun.
Yeah.
At one point, one of the children notices that there's a snake in the gutter of the pool. Rather than
What's the
evaluate
gutter?
the area, they then decide to draw the snake out of its hiding place.
What?
To do so, they first kill a frog for bait, and then
What?
fashion a makeshift fishing pole out of a stick, and then
So they're
attach
going
some
fishing for
string.
snakes.
You know, because
They
that's
killed an
what
innocent
Australians
frog.
do.
No, it's not what
They then
Australians
don't.
do.
swim around for a few
Fine.
minutes with no success in smoking out the slithery nemesis. That is, until one child decides to just put the frog right in front of the beast. The snake then quickly exits its
That poor
hole and
frog.
swims along the edge of the pool.
Ugh.
Prior to this, we're assuming that the father identified the snake
Just
as
the way
being
snakes
harmless,
move.
but
Oh.
who knows? Because Australians are
Water
tough
snake.
as nails. As it turns out,
Water
the
snake.
snake was just a harmless diamond python. A cow.
Oh, just harmless.
The term
Harmless.
sea cow
What?
is often
A
used
cow.
to refer to the marine mammal, the manatee,
What is that?
as well as your mother-in-law.
Sea
but
cow.
in
Wait,
this
wait, wait,
case,
wait,
we're
wait, wait,
going
wait,
to
wait.
use
What did
it
this guy just say to me?
as well as your mother-in-law, but in this
Whoa.
case, we're going to use it for a term
What?
to refer to a cow that got stuck
Whoa.
in a swimming pool. In 2014,
my mother
a
like
video
that?
would surface
wasn't even my
from
mother,
an
it was my
Indian
mother-in-law.
news site that showed a
God damn.
full-grown cow swimming in a giant lap pool
Dude, that's
while
a
the
veiny
children were
sack.
playing all around it. This
Sorry, that was
2,000
terrible
pound beast of
terminology.
burden could often be found grazing next to bodies of water like
That was
lakes
really
or
bad
streams,
terminology.
But swimming pools have a significant difference from those natural bodies of water. Pools have edges instead of slopes or
So the cow
beaches.
fell into the pool, is what you're
So
saying.
no one was present at the time that the cow fell in, but it's assumed that
fell
it
in.
jumped over the short fence in order to wade in
Tell
the
us.
water and get a drink. Upon approaching the
Maybe he's
water,
probably
it
just thirsty. Leave
likely
him alone,
took
you know what I
one
mean?
step too many and then tumbled forward into the pool.
What
Now,
if the cow
there's
can't
this
swim?
myth that cows and horses can't really walk downstairs, but it's actually false. The bovine and equine
a
are
myth that
actually
cows
capable
can't
of
walk
walking
downstairs. I've never heard of that in my
However,
life.
they find it
I've-
incredibly difficult to
that's some, like,
do so
hillbilly
I heard
shit.
cows
they're
can't get
unable to
up.
see their
Yeah.
feet and shift their
Same.
weight
I
with
thought, like, if
ease.
they're, like, on their
In
back or
the case
something,
of
they
the
can't get
cow,
up.
however,
Yeah.
she likely didn't realize
cow
that there
tipping
was
or
not
something?
another step to descend onto and then simply fell in.
Well, so it
Within
went on
the
the
video,
diving
you can
board, is
see
what you're
many
saying.
volunteers
Went
and
for a
swimmers
dive.
attempting to help the cow out of the pool with very little success. But fortunately, after a few hours of attempts and the help of many people, they were able to hoist the cow back onto the concrete
Hey.
and set it free once again. To prevent
Let's
such
go.
occurrences in
Let's
the
go,
United
cow.
States, the Consumer Product Safety Commission requires all pool owners to have at least a 4-foot tall fence around their pool. A vehicle. So far, our
Okay.
intruders
What?
have been nothing but
A
animals.
vehicle.
So it's time to mention
Nothing
one
but
of the more
animals, there was
strange
bullets.
Non-living things
Yeah.
that's been
What?
found
It was a
within
drunk
person's
guy.
Yeah, the
swimming
drunk
pool.
guy.
In the case of one Texas family, they would wake up one morning to find
Woo!
a Dodge
Remove all
Charger
ads
in
now. I'm
their
getting an
family
ad for
pool.
ad block.
In
Like, what?
2014, an overprivileged teenager from Cypress, Texas, was gifted a Dodge Charger for his birthday.
Okay.
Like all rambunctious teenage boys would do, he and his friend
Nice car.
then decided to take the new muscle car out for a 4 a.m. joyride.
Straight into a
while
pool.
swerving around the
Yep,
streets of his
straight into a pool.
neighborhood. In a car that he was not yet comfortable with, the new
This could be me
teen
when I
driver
drive my,
quickly lost
WRX.
control of the vehicle.
Straight into
That's
the
when
pool.
he would go
Straight
careening
into a
off of a
pool.
tight bend through a neighbor's backyard fence and then into their
Jeez.
pool. The family, who was asleep at the time, was awoken by an unfamiliar sound, followed by a car
An
alarm.
unfamiliar. If that's
Yeah.
familiar, mate, a car going into your
She
pool,
heard
there's
what
something wrong.
sounded like a tidal wave crashing against the back of their house. They
Oh,
then went
sheesh.
outside to find their young neighbor sitting outside of his car, which was now parked promptly.
It was their neighbor as well. Oh no, dude, that's even worse. Every single time you look at him, you're like, dude, you crashed your car into my pool.
The
So
boys
awkward.
apologized profusely as the neighbors fetched them some blankets and brought them inside.
I would just laugh at
Then,
him.
when the morning light would come, it became obvious that the pool had in fact saved the lives of the homeowners. Because if it were not for the pool trapping the 4,000-pound car, it would have
Facts.
plowed through the back wall of their home, exactly where their bed was sitting.
Oh my
Fortunately,
God.
the damages
That's so
to the
lucky.
property were minimal, with only the fence needing to be replaced. The pool also had to be
And the
drained
car.
as oil from the car contaminated the water. But other than that, the property was relatively unscathed.
Jeez.
Dead bodies.
Okay,
Speaking of
what?
non-living things found inside of swimming pools, this list would not
Ooh.
be complete if we didn't mention
like that, did it?
dead
Yeah,
bodies.
neither did I.
Now,
Dead
there
body.
have been many stories about dead bodies turning up in pools in the most interesting ways. But this happened in Massachusetts in 2011 when a 36-year-old woman by the name of Marie Joseph was found floating in a local pool 2 days after.
There's better
she
not be
had gone
actual
missing.
pictures of it,
As
mate,
turns
alright? That's all I'm
out,
saying.
Marie was
Yeah,
dead.
that better not be her.
She was acting as a chaperone to her neighbor's 9-year-old son. The two
Dude, he's
went
got the
down the
kicks on.
slide one after another, and the 9-year-old claimed that he didn't see her resurface. Then, somehow, strangely enough, nobody noticed Marie Joseph's lifeless body floating in the pool for 2 whole days.
So this
Even
kid,
though
okay,
over
so this
100
kid was getting
people had used
babysat. The person that was looking after him drowned, and he was like, you know what? I'll be fine. I'll be good. Dude, I'd be
What the
freaking
hell?
out. How do you just go back inside and like, nothing happened?
For 2 days as well.
Yeah, okay, that kid killed her, all right?
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
literally.
A photo of the pool would be taken just 24 hours after her disappearance, showing that it was completely packed and that her body had likely been sitting at the bottom the whole time.
Oh.
It's hard to say if anyone even
Ah.
noticed Marie's body until it floated to the top in its lifeless state just 2 days later. The
Ooh.
striped surgeonfish.
That's creepy.
Now,
That
don't
is
be
that is very creepy. Well, that was interesting. I mean, I'll stick to my ducks in my pool. All right, you know what? I don't want bullets or dead bodies or bears even, especially not drunk people. Unless it's Damien, then maybe.
Ooh.
But thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to click one of the other ones on screen, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.